The China space station was hit by a piece of space debris smaller than a fingernail. The three astronauts, who were supposed to stay in space for 195 days, had to remain there longer, but they were delayed only 9 days. Today, they have already returned home safely, and the whole return was broadcast live. That part is kind of scary. If even coming back from space can be streamed live, then is there anything on Earth that can't be shown? Think about the two American astronauts who were supposed to stay in space for merely 8 days. Because of a spacecraft failure, they were forced to stay on the International Space Station for 286 days. Look at her, she went up full of energy and came down looking almost like a witch. The United States is more advanced in this way, they can endure it. If Chinese astronauts were kept in space that long, the Chinese government would get scolded like crazy by Chinese public. And I will be one of them. It doesn't seem like US technology is the problem. It's that the cost is too high and the United States government isn't willing to spend more money. Human life is not as important as money in their eyes. The damaged Chinese spacecraft was not disabled, but because it carries people, any risk is unacceptable. In the future, it will only carry scientific materials back to Earth. Right now, all of China is discussing building an active defense system for the space station, especially since the US has created so much space junk that space is becoming more and more unsafe. China's military industry and space industry need to work together to integrate laser weapons, like we've shown in the military parade on September 3rd this year, and sub-millimeter wave phased arrays, with the space station constantly scanning and identifying millimeter-sized debris, building an orbital database, and burning space junk directly with lasers. Of course, many people may not know that the US has already tried many times in space to attack China's satellites and the space station, so China must get prepared. Like the robotic arm on the Chinese space station, besides its daily tasks, it also used to defend against the US attacks. As for why China brought the astronauts back so quickly, it's simple. China always has a backup plan. When one spacecraft was launched, another spacecraft is already waiting at the launching site. It can perform a space rescue mission in as little as 8.5 days. Follow me, an Eastern perspective, to see the world out.